I am 25. My parents were divorced when I was 5, and kind of when that happened, my family kind of split apart, and I ended up living with my mom, but it was really unstable. We probably moved around 15 or so times. I had my daughter when I was 17, and we actually became homeless, and we lived in the Hope Link shelter here at Avondale Park. When we transitioned over into the transitional housing units, that's how I got connected with Friends of Youth. It was really inviting and just a motivating environment. They set me up with a childcare resource that, worked with people that were in my position so I can just start a job. And then there also was on-site staff as well, which they were awesome. Do you want to bring this to Layla? More garbage for your house? I can't. Mimi, she was my case manager in particular, and she was just always by my side, cheering me on. I mean, it was constantly she was always motivating me and always just sticking up for me, like no matter what happened, no matter what kind of roadblocks came my way, if I was having drama in my life or, like we all do, and she was always just there to point me in the right direction. A notebook or something and have Brittany and I sitting at a table. I can remember as we used to have weekly case manager meetings, and it was kind of just a touch point on what are your goals, how can we achieve them, and so it really helped because when people come in here, their lives weren't necessarily in the best spot, and so immediately you start to work to think about what goals you need to do firsthand to actually get back on your feet. At the time when I was in the shelter, I was in a really abusive relationship with my daughter's father, and it's really easy for you to kind of go into a deep depression and not think you're good enough, and especially at a young age, it's easy to lose motivation, and Friends of Youth understood the person that I could be, and being so young, it was really scary for me to know how to end that kind of relationship and get out of that kind of situation. And they saw so much potential in me, and they're all about empowering their clients to achieve their fullest potential. And with all of the support that I received from Mimi in particular, she basically was like, Brittany, like if you want to leave this relationship, if you want to do this, like we have you backed 100%. And I was overwhelmed with support, and I felt like I was in such a safe place and the best place to make that final decision to just leave that relationship. And I think when it comes down to empowerment, if I wouldn't have had Friends of Youth or Mimi by my side kind of cheering on the decision that I made to leave that relationship, I may have very well just been stuck in that rut today, and I definitely owe it to Friends of Youth to give me that self-empowerment to say, hey, you can really leave this relationship, you have the support that you need, you have the resources, you have us to lean on, and we're here to support you.
Oh no! There you go.